like a Weasley little liar, okay? This notion that the Republican Party of 5 years ago was any different than the Republican Party now, as far as like casting doubt on the legitimacy of the American elections, is so psychotic and so false, and it blows my god mind. Every Republican relies on creating this false narrative that elections are stolen by Democrats and illegal immigrants. You have to literally not meet a single Republican ever in your entire life to believe this, okay? To take this at face value and be like, yeah, Republicans don't believe this idea that like all elections are stolen by Democrats with illegal voters. Like, you literally have to be a idiot who's never met another Republican person ever in their entire lives. They do that. They say that all the time. The Republican attitude around voting and limiting who gets to vote is the prevailing conservative narrative. The 3/5 rule revolved around this from the foundation of American society, that dictated that the Senate was not even democratically elected, that control was kept in the hands of white male landowners, all the way to segregation and Jim Crow laws that stopped black people from voting, stopped women from voting in the past, in the pre-suffrage movement era, all the way to now with like voter IDs and like additional restrictions and shutting down of like DMVs immediately in black and brown neighborhoods, making it as hard as possible for poor people to vote, not having a national holiday or not having a national ID for everyone to be able to use for free to go out and vote, and then implementing voter ID laws. Like, this is all the same exact concept. And Republicans don't even hide that, okay? They don't hide the truth behind why they take such actions. The only way that you can advocate truthfully or honestly for making it harder, making it as hard as possible for people to vote, for poor people to vote specifically, is if you lie about how everyone is just, faking it. Everyone is like, Democrats are actually winning elections in this nefarious fake way. So for Barack Obama to turn around and be like, this is so different, the big lie is so different, is a fucking lie in and of itself. Okay? He knows this. He knows this. He's being a fucking asshole, dude. He knows this. And he's just like, he is trying to sedate you. Okay? He is trying to sedate the liberal masses here with this take. I'm sorry. There's no other way to look at it beyond that. He's manufacturing consent. Now, having said that, if you don't believe me, I mean, let's take a look. Paul Weirich, the founding father of conservative movement, addressed a seminal religious right gathering held in Dallas in the fall of 1980. Let's hear what he had to say.
Now, many of our Christians have what I call the goo-goo syndrome. Good government. They want everybody to vote. I don't want everybody to vote. Elections are not won by a majority of people. They never have been from the beginning of our country, and they are not now. As a matter of fact, our leverage in the elections, quite candidly, goes up as the voting populace goes down.
Jerry Falwell and Ronald Reagan were also at this gathering, by the way. Weirich then went on to co-found the Heritage Foundation, the Moral Majority, and the Free Congress Foundation, the ALEC, American Legislative Exchange Council. These are like nefarious lobbying organizations and incredibly powerful in this country, and continues to host weekly strategy sessions for right-wing leaders. So this is the attitude. This has always been the prevailing attitude, okay? We need to stop people from voting. We need to stop poor people from voting. We need to stop black and brown people from voting because their interests do not align with ours. That's it. Like, and these motherfuckers have been openly stating this. Like, so in order for you to turn around and be like, oh, I don't understand. Like, this is so different. Like, Donald Trump is so different than the rest of the Republican Party. Like, you have to be a complete moron to not recognize that what Trump is doing is the extension, is the continuation, the logical continuation of what every other Republican has done in perpetuity, what every other conservative has done in forever. Okay, this is a fundamental plank of conservative election strategies, is to limit who can vote. Anyway.